viewers, I'm Srinivas. Before you again, this time with quite newer topic. The topic is resources. Use responsibly. That is the topic today. So, what are the resources? We can divide into two. One is natural resources, and other is man-made artificial resources. Coming to natural resources, there are three. I just list out: water, fuel, energies. Water is fresh water, which one literature is telling almost 2% in all the waters of the world is fresh water. So we have to use it very responsibly. We should not go on using like anything when it is available and go to a corner of the room when it is not available. So you may be rich, people may be rich around, they may have resources around to get more fresh water. They can you able to bath hours together. But imagine, we are no matter rich or poor, we all sharing this earth, and it is blessed to us by the God. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, everything is given by the God, and we have to use them all very responsibly. We should not waste. There are rich families which used to cook a lot of food, lot of types of foods. They used to gather, plunge into different types of food. Then later, unfortunately, a lot of food, wasted and gone to the dust yard or waste yard. Imagine, lot of foods, lot of inputs to be made into food. And coming to artificial resources, what are those? Machineries, what all the electric appliances, then a refrigerator, washing machine, whatever. It's all around us. Clothing. Okay. So there are people, they are continuously changing their cloth style as trend is going on. They used to replace. Better they can give to some poor people rather than throwing to the dustbin and to the waste yard. When it goes to waste yard, mingle with some putrefying agents there, and who will wear it instead? Those cloth, when you feel useless, just you can hand over to poor people in some homes. Rescue people, they are having rescued people are in home. You can give to them. You can just make some stalls in corner of the street to place them all. When I was in Dubai, I have seen a lot of such a thing. In some street, they used to keep some shelf where the rich people used to keep some useless things so that poor can be using it, can use that fruitfully. They will be very happy, right? So like that, all the resources could be given to the poor community. Bags, for example, people are there, they use bags for some time and they will throw like anything in the dust yard, waste yard. What happened? These bags made of yarns, artificial synthetic yarn, will not be digested by the bacteria. Instead, it is to be there for years, and those bags will be occupied by some snakes, insects, poisonous forms. And when the rat pickers come and take that, bad luck, it may bite them. It's a sin. So better, what all the things who are not in use could be given to some poor people or keep in corner of the street so that poor people can collect them. And effective use of resources. To make a bag, we need rayons, fibers, artificial fibers, zip, then what else? Colors, paints, and the accessories like buckles or whatever. So for bags it is like that. For machineries, imagine. There are people keeping the TV on the dust yard, keeping refrigerator on the dust yard, throwing like anything, breaking it altogether. Instead, they can send it undamaged to some recyclable shop so that it could be recycled and given to somebody, repaired and given to somebody. So repairing and using articles, things, machineries not only save the money, but we are legitimately using the resources around. You know, world population. I thought of getting the figure, but it is very dynamic. How could I tell? Now, if I happen to tell several billion now, in when you watch this video, it may be different. Then how it will be true? It flicks very fast. World population is increasing steeply like anything. Already, this how many minutes I have spent? Some 6 minutes. In this 6 minutes, how many babies have already arrived over Earth? Imagine. Hours, days, months, years. How many newcomers? For these newcomers, how we are going to provide food, clothing, infrastructures, everything. After all, we are having only one globe, Earth. How much we can extract from it? How could it sustain? So we have to replenish it. We have to re-give it. Then only we can recover some. So then only we can extract from it. So we have lost a lot of forest in the name of development. We have to give back the forest to our earth. How could we give back? Agroforestry is a better option. Where open, when I was in a bus, I could able to see a lot of lands or open barren, so-called agricultural lands. Could be planted with trees here and there in the bunds and borders in between. Imagine, these trees could be able to give revenue rather than standing still like us. It will give revenue, it will give oxygen. One tree is enough. It will give so much of oxygen, so much of revenue. Okay? And the fallen leaves can be collected and composted to be returned to soil. And one important thing, fallen leaves collect and put into some place, put some amount of soil over it, put some water over it. It will convert into a fruitful compost. Could be used to revitalize the earth, the soil, to get more yield. But beware, if you want to compost leaves, if you heap it, it is a favorable place for snakes and scorpions, all that. Again, safety. So, take care of that also. So, there are many things around us God has given. All we have to do is wisely, responsibly, we have to use all the resources. Food, for example, I already told. If it is wasted, if it is in balance, lot of food, after the feast, immediately we have to give to some poor, some home, before late. Because if you delay, foods will spoil and it will create food poisoning in poors, which is against sin. So if you have balanced food, immediately we have to give to poor before it is converted into poison. Okay, so only food like that, not others, like machineries, clothing, all that. You can wait and give to people, poor people. Okay, water, very very costly commodity these days, should be used legitimately. Should be used whenever it is needed. All the taps, dripping taps should be corrected. All the leakages should be corrected. And we have to think, how could we replenish the earth? How could we convert a lot of salt water there to fresh water so that it could be used for the population, growing population? Because we are diminishing, we are getting diminished results of groundwater. So like that we have to think and give back to our mother earth. Okay. So whatever commodities we are having, whatever resources we are having, we have to use it legitimately from today. Then only we can give a good chance of living to the newcomers. They will be comfortable, okay, with our resources that we are going to give. Okay, so we can also enjoy, and the newcomers will also enjoy, so that a lot of resources will be created when we use resources available legitimately, right? Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell button also. You can also comment through comment side also. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video again. Thank you.